Hey guys, so it's been a pretty big, I guess the last 4 months of Ghostbusters stuff with me. Go check out our new fan film that's like a spin-off slash sequel to our other movie. It's called Junior Ghostbusters. I'm going to put the link under the description here, but I've been really wanting to make some videos about all the equipment we built for that movie, but I was trying to wait till we were finished with the movie first. It's all very heavily inspired by the 80s cartoon and the toys. I'm going to start this off with the PKE meter. You guys have all seen the concept art for this, but it's based off of a Game Boy, right? And it was Afterlife concept art, but I thought it was really cool and I wanted to make one. I have like 3 of the actual shoe polishers, but I didn't want to use one of those because so much of it was going to be covered up by other crap like the Game Boy. When Afterlife came out, you guys have probably seen the Walmart PKE meters that have actually pretty cool lights on them, which is why they were in the clearance aisle for like $5 a piece, and I bought 7 of them. So I have a bunch of these to, I don't know, to gut and to do whatever with. That's what I based the Game Boy PKE meter on, and I went with a blue and orange color scheme to kind of mirror the toys. So the Game Boy was the issue. If you take this thing, which is the base of the whole prop, and you take a real 80s Game Boy and kind of put it on there, it just looks kind of goofy. I just thought it was a little too big. Shout out to Aiden Cameron for this thing. So I went through like Game Boy Pockets. I have a Game Boy Pocket from like 1997 or 8. I felt guilty cutting up my Game Boy Pocket to put on this, but that was kind of more of the size that I wanted. So I looked on eBay, and even broken Game Boys are expensive. I don't know how it happened, but I was walking around Walmart and they had this thing at the front of the store that was like an $8 knockoff Game Boy. It had the Game Boy, like classic Game Boy look with the little vents and everything. I took that thing apart. So the first thing you really want to do, I cut the face of this off, and I cut some of the back off too, like this little belt clip thing. You take it apart, you paint it. It was hard to get the Game Boy to fit perfectly. It took me several tries to like cut the groove out for that. You want to be really careful with the rotary tool when you're working on this thing, because all the wiring is like right inside here. So you could nick something and then just, you're screwed. You got to go to the next one. I had to, you guys know it's got the sound effects that blink and beep and whatever. So I cut the speaker wire out of this so it wouldn't make noise anymore. When you're making a movie, you don't want it to make the sound effects because it's going to ruin your dialogue and whatever. So I had to take the Game Boy apart, and it was red, so I stripped it and I painted it gray, just gray primer from Lowe's. And I'm a big Adam Savage fan. I really just kind of glued a bunch of random crap to it. I didn't put the tape on the handle like they have in the drawing. I wanted it to keep that toy look with the blue and the orange. So, but that's my PKE meter. I'm going to post some more videos about the proton packs and the trap and the goggles and all the other stuff we made for the movie. Like and subscribe, just like Dan Aykroyd says.